All right, welcome back to another one of our film reviews. Today we are talking Seattle Seahawks rookie offensive lineman Sataoa Laumea. Laumea has been kind of a surprising guy who stepped up due to some issues on the Seahawks offensive line, but at right guard, he had a really nice game against the Jets. In fact, he looks like a big-time steal for the Seattle Seahawks, and today we'll break down everything he did well, plus some stuff to work on from this young offensive lineman. As always, if you appreciate this content, give us a like, give us any comments with any feedback you might have, but without further ado, let's jump right into the film. All right, we're going to open up with a running play, and there's Laumea right there, number 63. This is going to be old school power football. Love this kind of stuff. They're going to bring 88 motion pre-snap across the formation. He's going to lead and kick out the defensive end, the end man on the line of scrimmage. They're going to have the wide receiver and insert for the safety right there on the edge of your screen. They're going to have the tight end and insert for the linebacker over the top. And then it's just going to be double teams across the board. We're going to get double teams here between the left guard and the center working up to 44. And we're going to get a double team here between Laumea, 63, and the right tackle working up as well to whoever fills in that gap. Again, you can see the Seattle Seahawks are going to run power football here. Let's watch Laumea with this double team delivering an impact block, working up to the next level. Great stuff here from the rookie. Let's check it out. All right, there's the motion. There's a snap. You can see right there, 86 going up to the next level. You can see the tight end in motion, trying to kick out number 7. Is just good enough there. Let's look at double teams on the backside. 70, 51, get up to the linebacker. Nice work. 86 inserts for the play side linebacker. Hat on a hat. That'll work. All right, let's look at 63 and 72 on this double team. Technique-wise, hip to hip. You hear coaches, O-line coaches talk about it all the time. You want your two guys on a double team to have their hips together. That way a defensive lineman can't split it. There it is right there. That's perfect. Let's watch the movement they get into him, dent the defense, walk him back. Laumea comes off, delivers a shot on the linebacker. There's the crease right up the heart of the defense. Awesome work. Gets on him, stays on him. Big hole, hits for a nice run. Now, you guys, I want you to watch this finish from 63. Gets on the linebacker, keeps driving, and buries him into the dirt. I love that kind of stuff. Have a little nastiness to you for a 6th-round pick. Some people say these guys don't belong in the NFL. He belongs. He's a nasty guy, driving his feet, working. Now, look, I understand this linebacker right here. He kind of got, falling over his own guy there, a little friendly fire. But still, offensive line, I love to see this from young guys. Double team, get movement, come off, great timing, pancake block to finish. Nice rep here from 63. All right, from the wide copy, watch this movement at the point of attack. Look at this dent in the defense. You can see it right there. Really impressive stuff. So the ball is snapped basically at the Jets' 49-yard line, okay? Look at this movement when it's all said and done. Right here, when contact is made, we're talking 1.5 yards, 2 yards of movement, plus coming off the linebacker. You can see the dent in the defense. You can see hat on hat. Huge hole for the running back. Great job by Kenneth Walker finishing it. But again, you talk about finish. Let's watch 63 here. Laumea coming off with great timing, great shock, great hands, drive, pancake. Great rep here from the rookie, and finish it with some excitement too. All right, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. The Seattle Seahawks going the other way now are going to run the exact same play. This was the secret sauce for the Seattle Seahawks offensively against the New York Jets. Tight end's going to come in motion pre-snap right here. He's going to kick out the end man on the line of scrimmage. Play side tight end's going to insert right here, and then we're going to get double teams, right? Backside tackle is going to block out, but we're going to get double teams. Center, left guard, double team here, working up to the next level. And Laumea, 63, right tackle, double team here, working up to the linebacker once again. I tell you what, folks, the Seattle Seahawks, they've got something in this rookie, how he handles double team blocks. Huge part of their offense going forward this year and the future. Let's check it out. There's the motion again. There's a snap. Again, kick out block right there. Not great by the tight end at all. Totally whiffs. Hate to see this. Good Lord almighty. Come on, dude. Throw your helmet in there or something. Play should have been a nice play. Ends up being almost nothing. Gee whiz. Let's look at the tight end here. Play side. He inserts, gets to the next level. That's fine. Gets the job done. Tackle works out. Double team here. Hats on hats. That'll work there. Let's look at Laumea, 63 and 72 double team. Again, hip to hip. Look at that right there. 72 coming off some power too. Love to see that. Laumea comes off. They drive 94 out there, dent the defense, get up to the next level. And then here's what I love about Laumea. Finishing people. Driving them into the dirt. Awesome stuff. He plays to the echo of the whistle and sometimes a little bit more. I love to see stuff like this, especially from young guys, especially from rookies, guys who were late round draft picks, weren't given a lot of respect with their talent. Be nasty, right? Offensive line and defensive line, but certainly offensive line is a position where you can win by just physical demeanor, just being a tough, nasty human being and grind these professional defensive linemen into dust. I love seeing this kind of stuff. Win, be physical, be powerful. Love this from Laumea, promising rookie for the Seahawks.
Yeah, Nick, when we talk about Laumea, what he brings to the Seahawks team, first game in for the Seahawks, really kind of a lot of new data, but we can go back to his preseason games as well. Did a lot of really good stuff there. I think run blocking was something that he was okay at in the preseason early on. I think he had a couple of decent games. A 65.3 was his highest grade there. But we can see in these last two plays, this is clearly something he has been working on. He is very nasty. He has bad intentions. He's wanting to, impose his will on the opposing team. I think this is showing that this guy has really worked on his run blocking craft, and he's showing in spades against this Jets defense.
All right, next up, we're going to show some pass protection. There was Laumea right there, of course, at right guard for the Seattle Seahawks. The New York Jets, in this case, are going to try and confuse the Seahawks up front, especially the rookie guard. They're going to do a really complex kind of game. They're going to have 95 work across Laumea's face right here. They're going to have the defensive end come across right here, and they're going to bring 56 all the way around right here. Now, basically, the whole point of this is to create a lot of confusion, to get offensive linemen going this way, then that way, and this way, and that way, and then that way, and that way, and then just everyone runs into each other, and it's a jailbreak, and Geno Smith goes to the hospital, right? That is the point of this defensively. That's the strategy. But you can beat a stunt, a scheme like this, if you're calm, if you're cool, if you react, and pick up the guy that's you're responsible for in terms of your gap assignment or your man assignment, depending on the protection. Let's check out how Laumea and the Seahawks offensive line does. Great work up front. All right, there's a snap right there. You can see they're sliding the protection to the right side, the left side of your screen, the right side of the Seattle Seahawks offensive line. So it's a gap protection. Laumea is looking at his gap. He's looking at 54, but he sees 95 come across his face. He picks him up right there. 54 goes all the way across the formation to number 70. He picks him up. Nice work there. 72 stays patient, picks up 56. Great protection across the board. Again, this is a blitz. This is a really complex rush. And the Seattle Seahawks, young offensive line, new pieces in place, do a pretty good job. Geno Smith is able to hit the check down for a decent little play here. Good effort there to finish, about 7 or 8 yard gain. It's stuff like this that doesn't show up on the stat sheet, right? But picking up when a team is running a complex blitz, this is like when an offense calls like a trick play or a big play down the field. If it's something an offense is game plan for all week long and it doesn't work, it's deflating, it's demoralizing. It's the same thing for defense. All week long, I guarantee the Jets in their meetings are like, okay, we'll run this stunt here in this passing situation, and it'll be meet at the quarterback because there's no way these guys will pick it up. There's no way this rookie is ready for it. But I tell you what, they did a great job. Good technique, good patience, great job on Quinnen Williams fighting, staying with him. Had a little help from the center there, of course, but that's Williams. He's a really, really good player, one of the best defensive linemen in the NFL. 63, nice job. Again, technique, not absolutely perfect, but more than good enough. But across the board, great recognition, great job as a unit with the Seattle Seahawks up front. All right, from the wide copy, you can see it really clearly here. Watch 54 loop all the way around. They pick him up, no problem. You can see 56 fire from depth. The tackle's waiting patiently. He picks him up, runs him upfield. Geno Smith's able to hit the check down. Again, this is what protection does. The Jets, they thought they had a chance for a sack, fumble, interception, something like that. The Seahawks offensive line gives them the pocket they need. Good coverage down the field, nowhere to go with the football, hit the check down. This is just good offense. And when you have this 6th-round rookie coming in and he's helping you play good offense, no one plans for that. This is why I think 63 has a chance to be a really nice player going forward. All right, going back to the running game, and you guessed right, folks, it's going to be that same play once again. We're going to have the tight end come in motion, kick out the end man line of scrimmage, 86 inserting, and then double teams across the board. Left tackle blocking out, then double team right here, left guard and center working up, and then double team right here, the rookie and 72 working up to the next level right here. Again, Laumea is put in a tough position, right? Double team blocks at the point of attack. It's a need to have if you're going to get movement, if you're going to get a nice running play here. Got to show good timing from Laumea, getting that penetration of the defense and getting up to the next level. The rookie does it again, high level play. Let's check it out. All right, there's the motion. There's the snap. We can see the kick out blocks there across the board. Decent enough there. Let's look at the left guard and center. Again, you see how they don't get hip to hip. This is what I was talking about earlier. See that space right there? It allows that defensive lineman to split it a little bit. That's when that hip to hip really matters. When you hear that technique, you see how they're not there. That allows split. You can see some hip to hip action there. This defensive lineman, if he was trying to split it, would have no chance, right? Hip to hip, nowhere to go. He actually has to jump around the block. That's usually a disaster, by the way. If you're getting double team and you jump around the block, bad things happen. Ergo, look at all this green grass. You have defensive linemen jumping around blocks, bad things. Let's look at Laumea right here. Double team, guy goes away. They teach you, get your head up, go to the next level. Bam, delivers a shot. 51 comes off 2. Hats on hats. There's the hole. There's the cutback. Big run for the Seattle Seahawks. Sometimes football is really simple, guys. We want to make it really complicated. We want to do all these schemes, X's and O's, route trees, pass protections, funky strategies, personnel packages, 11 personnel, 13 personnel, spider 2 wide banana. You know what? Sometimes it's about double teaming people, getting on linebackers, getting hats on hats, and opening up holes for your running back. And if you can do that, you'll win games. It can be that simple, guys. The Seahawks can make it that simple. And Laumea did that for the Seattle Seahawks at times against the New York Jets. And I think that's why, if you talk to the Seahawks coaches, they're really excited about this rookie. Obviously, he stepped up in a big way. I think he'll have a strong rest of the season going forward. He's only getting better, but I think his future is very bright as well.
Yeah, Nick, and I think if we look at Laumea's game so far, he's done a lot of very interesting things, but being so young, obviously there's a couple things that he could clean up. I'm sure we'll get to some of that kind of stuff later on, but right now I want to talk about penalties because this is a very tough Jets defense, and to throw a young 6th-round pick into a team like this so early on, it is a test for sure. And this is a guy who he struggled a little bit in the penalty department. 2 penalties for Laumea, 1 accepted, 1 declined. So we'll call it 1.5 penalties, something along those lines. But I think that is one thing he needs to work on. It could have been a lot worse. I've seen people have upwards of 5 penalties in one game this season. It's not as bad as it could have been. But I think if we're giving critique notes, that's one thing that he could work on this game.
All right, folks, next play, you guessed it, same kind of concept. The Seattle Seahawks are running the exact same play. Again, motion, kick out, insert, double team, up to the next level, double team, up to the next level, running back finds green grass. This is where the Seahawks can win. They made football simple against the Jets, folks, and beat the Jets. The Jets pride themselves on being a physical defense. They beat them at their own game because they have a 6th-round potential steal that has the ability to win double teams at the point of attack. Love to see this. Let's check this play out. Motion, kick out, tight end up to the next level, double team, movement, nice run. Football is simple, folks. Have your big guys up front, get movement, get up to the next level. Love this from the left tackle. I'm sorry, left guard and center. Look at that movement, getting up to the next level. That's good stuff. But let's look at Laumea. Look at Laumea on the right tackle here. Get on them, keep working, keep driving their feet. I love Laumea's technique there. You see how he gets a little bit beyond him right there because this defensive lineman's trying to turn. He's not fully committing to his gap. But see how Laumea stays square and just pounds his feet and slowly chops his feet up to the next level. For anyone that's played any offensive line at any sort of level, this is perfect double team technique. Stay on there. Pound your feet, pound your feet, pound your feet, come off, deliver the shot, open up the hole. This is perfect. He's not bailing out his teammate, right? He's staying on there, helping with the double team, staying on, helping out 72, and then gets up to the next level. This is phenomenal. Again, football is simple. Win at the point of attack. Win with your run blocking. You don't need some crazy scheme. You don't need some funky strategy. You don't need any, frankly, you don't even need great receivers. The Seahawks got a few of them, but you really don't need them when you can win up front like this, playing power football, simple football. I love this from the Seattle Seahawks. All right, from the wide copy again, looks pretty. Look at this movement. Look at this. Dent the defense, hats on hats. Look at this new line of scrimmage. My God, look at this. Look, they start at where? Their own 48. Look at where they dent the defense too. They get all the way up to the next level, hats on hats, and they're all the way up to what? The other 48. They get 4 yards of movement, and they get on the linebackers. This is great up front. Look at this technique from Laumea. Delivers a shot, shoulder square, works up, comes off on the linebacker. Big hole, left guard and center, great job as well. Across the board, great job. I mean, this is just good blocking. This is good physical football. Tight end throws his hat in there for once. Like to see that as well. The Seattle Seahawks, folks, can beat people up physically. People think of them as sort of a finesse team because they've got great receivers and Geno Smith can play at a high level. They are a power football team when they put their minds to it. And I think with the emergence of Laumea, we'll see more of that going forward. All right, let's now focus on something Laumea needs to improve on. And this is going to be a pass protection here. There he is at right guard for the Seattle Seahawks. So the Jets, once again, are going to come up with kind of a more of an elaborate stunt, but this one's a little different. This is going to be a lot quicker in terms of the execution. You can see how they walked up 44. The point of that is to kind of occupy 63 and 51 here because they see this linebacker walked up. He's going to bail very early on. And what the New York Jets are going to do, they're going to take this defensive lineman right here. He's lined up in what I'm going to call, I'd probably call that a wide 3 technique instead of a 4-eye technique inside because it's a passing situation. So Laumea, in terms of what he's thinking, is he's probably thinking he's going to pick this guy, and then the center's going to work over here, but maybe keep an eye out for 44, right? That's what Laumea, the guard's thinking in this situation. But what the Jets do is they drop 44, have this defensive lineman fire upfield, and they bring the end player all the way around very quickly. And Laumea is too slow to react. It almost results in a big sack. This is something he has to improve on. Let's check it out. There's a snap, 44 bails. Again, right there, Laumea is thinking he's got 54, but it's a stunt. He's going to swivel his hips and pick up 58. He sees it at the last second. He's just too slow. Geno Smith got rid of the ball quickly. Disaster averted. But this can't happen, folks. You've got to, if you're going to play guard in the National Football League, you've got to pick up this stunt. Now, look, 58 is a fast player. The Jets have been setting this up all game long, and you're a rookie, right? You're going to take some lumps. It's going to take time. This is something, though, you've got to clean up. You can't get so buried in there. You've got to stay patient. If you look at some of the better pass protecting guards and centers, they're very patient, even on the interior. Stay patient, stay patient. Don't throw your head in there too much, so that way you can swivel around and come up and pick up the guy looping around. Going forward, Laumea will have to clean this up. Overall, a solid performance, in my opinion, against the Jets, but he had a lot of mistakes that are very similar to this, something he'll have to improve on going forward.
Yeah, Nick, but I know he needs to improve here, but I think it's something that he definitely can improve on pretty easily. We roll it back to his preseason games. I think that's the key that we got to look off of here, because that's really the only other action we have out of Laumea for this season. He did really good in the pass blocking game against the Browns and the Titans. 74.7 grade in pass blocking, 82.3 grade in pass blocking, grading out 72.7 overall over the course of those 3 games. I think he did a really great job in that early action in the preseason. So I think he has the potential to be a great pass blocker for this team. I think it's something he can work on, like you said, something he needs to work on, not getting fooled by these stunts or things like that. But I think it's something, when he does work on it, he can be a very good pass blocker for this Seahawks team.
All right, let's go with what ended up being the game-winning touchdown. So this is a really clever design by the Seattle Seahawks in a short yardage situation. So they're going to bring the receiver in motion right here. A lot of people are going to think it's speed sweep, but it's really just going to be a power inside right here. What the Seattle Seahawks are going to do is they're going to get blocked there and then double team here, work up to the next level. Old school power football game, basically a fullback dive, trying to hit this crease. You're just trying to get low, get movement, and get enough yardage for a first down. But what the Jets end up doing, they end up slanting this defensive lineman. Remember, he's in this gap, this direction right here. They're trying to blow this play up. It's not a terrible strategy for the New York Jets. They're trying to blow this play up right here. And so what they're hoping is that these two guys run into each other on this double team. They fall down right here, create a massive humanity. Running back can't go here. He has to bounce it there right into the waiting arms of the defender. This is a really tough block, because right here on this double team, you're thinking to get low, hip to hip. And when you step this way, he goes that way. And a lot of times bad things can happen. But Laumea right here does a really good job keeping his feet just enough and washing 54 down the line of scrimmage, opening up the hole for the game-winning touchdown. Let's check it out. There's a speed sweep motion, handoff inside, touchdown, Seahawks win. Let's watch Laumea here. Watch 54 slant across Laumea. You can see the offensive tackle, right tackle. He falls down. He's trying to get a double team. He's trying to fire off the football and get movement. Laumea right there. You see his foot steps up right there. He's trying to get movement hip to hip right there. But 54 sprints across his face. A lot of times, I can't tell you how many times I see it. Both offensive linemen fall down. Again, pile of humanity here. The defensive lineman makes the play. But Laumea stays with it. Gets his hands on him and washes him outside enough. Opens up the crease. Let's look at where 54 is trying to end up. 54 is trying to end up right here, just to the left of this hash mark, right? He wants to be right here. Look where 26 ends up, right there. That's where 54 wants to be if he beats the block. But Laumea doesn't let him do it. He keeps driving. He keeps opening, opens up the seam. You can see the Jets defenders. You can see 7, 44. They're in a position to make the play, but 26 is able to stay wide because of Laumea getting movement, running his feet. It's an effort play. It is a clutch play, right? Laumea, far from perfect against the New York Giants. A lot of things to work on, but he's a downhill physical player who plays with great effort, great intensity, opens some things up in the running game. Loved his game against the Jets. All right, from the wide copy right here, you can see him open up the hole, drive the movement. There's the crease. Game over, you win. I don't need to see anything else. This is what happens. You have a defensive lineman that tries to slant, jump around blocks. It's a strategy. Your buddy falls down. You're one-on-one on an island. This is it. Can you win the game? Can you not? Are you clutch? Are you not? 63 is clutch. Opens up the hole. Seahawks win. First place in the NFC West. Power football. They don't need Geno Smith to do amazing things. He can. He's done it before. Look at the 49ers game. They don't need DK Metcalf to do amazing things all the time. They've got a guy. They've got an offensive line as a unit that can do things, winning with power football. Good to see this going forward with Seattle.